Doc Rivers having a coaching job is why we are all living in North Korea. Mothers, fathers, children's, all in North Korea. Torian Prince, this has to be your help. So you need to get to the elbow here. You need to get to the elbow here. In the gaps. Stunt, dribble, picked up, recover. Giannis cannot be coming all the way from the corner into the charge circle. Now, North Korea, North Korea, North Korea, North Korea. Torian Prince, what are you doing? Just guard the ball. You're switching this screen anyways, so just guard the ball. When Halliburton comes off the screen, Kuzma will switch on to him. Look at Torian Prince. You lean towards the screen early, so now you're beat. You're going to be late switching back onto Siakam, so now you have no chance to guard, but that comes back to coaching, and I'm living in North Korea. We are all living in North Korea. We are all living in North Korea. This is a mismatch. Brook Lopez on Tyrese Halliburton. Kyle Kuzma needs to get over and in this gap so you can stunt and recover and get that dribble picked up. Look at Kyle Kuzma. Please get over and in this gap. Look at Kyle Kuzma. How did you just miss that gap assignment? North Korea, coaching, North Korea. First of all, Damian Lillard's fine right here. Miles Turner is out at half court. He can get low and battle for position right here. But if you are going to scram switch, as Bobby Portis comes to Miles Turner, Damian Lillard, we're not looking at the ball. All we're focused on is getting to the corner. That's it. Get to the corner, find the person you're scram switching onto. What is Damian Lillard doing looking at the ball when you're trying to scram switch? North Korea. Coaching, terrorism, North Korea, Kevin Porter Jr., just guard the ball, just guard. It does not matter if McConnell comes off the screen. You'll guard the screen when he comes off it. Look at Kevin Porter Jr. This is not his fault. It's coaching. Lean towards the screen early, get pasted the other way every time. I want to go into a hole. What is Gary Trent doing? What are you doing? Benedict Matherin's in the charge circle right now. So I need to be getting low and battling and getting him out of the charge circle. I'm not playing him straight up like this. I'm getting low, I'm battling, I'm getting him out of here. You're just standing straight up, letting him sit in the charge circle. Coaching. Not how do you guard a flare screen, but the Bucks have a criminal who should be in jail coaching them. Here comes the flare screen. So Bobby Portis should be calling out, flare, 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 flare. So Giannis knows, okay, I need to get up and over the top of this flare screen. And Bobby Portis will sit back here so Tyrese Halliburton doesn't beat him backdoor. There's no communication. Giannis goes clank into the flare screen. Terrorism. Not even sort of how you switch a screen. We are living in North Korea. All of us. Kyle Kuzma, you get underneath the screener on the switch. Underneath the screener on the switch every time. You switch over the top. Now that's going to draw help from the corner. Terrorism. This is criminal behavior, what's going on in Milwaukee. Criminal. Brook Lopez, you're switching the screen. So why am I wrestling with the screener? Let Miles Turner set the screen so you're just ready to switch and take the ball. And then, so Brook Lopez is wrestling with the screener and not ready to guard the ball when Halliburton comes off it. Could Kyle Kuzma, though, be in the gaps? Like with your feet set, right? Stunt, recover, get the dribble picked up. So Kuzma's not in the gap. Brook Lopez is wrestling with the screener, and I could have done that. This is terrorism, what is going on in Milwaukee. Doc Rivers needs to be in prison. Damian Lillard got switched onto Miles Turner, and Brook Lopez got switched onto Nembhard. Fine. So Damian Lillard's got to get low and battle for position, and Brook Lopez is going to have to slide his feet. You cannot, while Andrew Nembhard has the ball, try and just call for a switch back. That's not how this works. How are these people not in jail? What? I hate being alive. How does this happen in an NBA game? How? Torian Prince, just guard the ball. You're probably switching and Kyle Kuzma is going to take Halliburton anyways. You have to just guard the ball and let Siakam set the screen and you'll guard it then. You lean towards the screen early, pasted the other way. I can't be alive much longer. This is the biggest fraud in the world. That Doc Rivers, Darvin Ham are paid $1 to coach basketball. We are living in a dictatorship. We are living in North Korea. Could Torian Prince, as Tyrese Halliburton catches this ball, just get in a defensive stance and guard the ball? Where in the world is Why is Torian Prince all the way out here? What is this? You're beat before Halliburton even catches it. Bucks don't have a clue what they're doing in transition. Look at this. This is terrorism. Damian Lillard is guarding Miles Turner in transition. Okay? Fine. Done. So Brook Lopez, you cannot try and match up in the half court in transition. You need to get out and find someone to guard, like Siakam here, and then you communicate to Giannis to take Nembhard. Or you're going to come all the way out and take Nembhard, who's across half court. What Brook Lopez does here is he tries to get matched up in the half court. So now we get 2 Bucks guarding 1, and Nembhard can just... We are living in North Korea. This is the biggest fraud in the world, what is going on right now, and nobody says anything. We are living in North Korea. I don't even know what the Bucks are doing. Can we ice this screen and keep Tyrese Halliburton to the sidelines? There's no place for Miles Turner to roll to or pop to. Damian Lillard standing and waiting right here. What is this defense? This is North Korea. This is North Korea. What is Taurean Prince doing? Look at this. We live in That is Kim Jong-un right there. We are living in North Korea. Taurean Prince, stay in front of the ball and guard the ball. Why is Taurean Prince gambling and giving Andrew Nembhard baseline? What is this? Why? The elementary school basketball is better coached than the Bucks. This is the biggest fraud in the United States history. Gary Trent Jr., just stay in front of the ball and guard the ball. Look at how poorly coached this team is. You can look at Gary Trent looking for a screen right here, leaning towards an Obi Toppin screen. So, how's Doc Rivers not in prison? It's AJ Green who's going to switch on to Siakam right here. So a bit of a mismatch, no big deal. Just get low, battle for position, and keep them in the middle of the floor where you have nothing but help defenders. We're getting low, we're battling for position, and the only place Siakam's coming is to the middle of the floor where there's help. Look at AJ Green, not getting low right now and battling for position and giving up baseline where there is no help. But Doc Rivers gets paid to coach. The Bucks, it's ownership. Bobby Portis is giving up the strong side of the floor. Like you're letting Pascal Siakam come to the strong side of the floor. The help cannot come at the rim. That's going to be too late. AJ Green has to get over here. His left foot parallel to the block, right foot out wide stance, and there's no place for Siakam to go. If our feet are set, we're just going to be able to stunt. We're not giving up open threes. We're getting to the three-point line. We've got to close off this driving lane. Bobby Portis is giving Siakam the strong side of the floor. Where's AJ Green? Look at this transition defense. The biggest fraud ever, should be in jail. Damian Lillard, so you're taking Benedict Mathurin. He's communicating right now. So Gary Trent, you can't still be guarding Benedict Mathurin. You need to be moving over to the middle of the floor and pushing Jericho Sims to the wing. Look what happens. You end up with 2 Bucks. Look at how stupid this is. 2 Bucks players in transition stay with Mathurin. I really would rather not be alive than look at this. This is un-frickin' believable. Damian Lillard, you got switched on to Miles Turner, okay? So what? Do you want to scram out of this? Fine. Then you take Siakam and Portis comes here. Kyle Kuzma stays with Aaron Nesmith. Look what ends up happening here. Look at this. Damian Lillard's calling for a switch. So you end up with both Bucks players going to Miles Turner and nobody going with Siakam. This is the biggest fraud. I can't believe that this is the life I'm living. And what is Giannis doing? Please, can Doc Rivers be arrested now? That's this country, this is North Korea we're living. Why is Giannis not up guarding the ball here? There's Bobby Portis is sitting in the paint waiting to help. Damian Lillard's also over here and help. Get up and guard the ball. You've got help in the middle of the floor. Why you...